Sophia Dorothea Ulrika Alice was born on June 14, 1870, in the Marble Palace in Potsdam. Her parents, Prince Frederick William of Prussia and Victoria, Princess Royal of the United Kingdom, provided a unique blend of Prussian discipline and British liberalism. Her mother Victoria instilled in her a sense of duty and philanthropy, while her father Frederick fostered her intellectual curiosity and progressive thinking. These formative years in Potsdam instilled in Sophia the grace, intelligence and resilience that would define her future role as the Queen of Greece. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and also give the video a thumbs up. This really helps our channel grow. And finally, don't forget to hit the bell and select all notifications so you never miss one of our videos. And so with that said, let's begin today's story. Princess Sophia of Prussia was born into a family deeply embedded in the history and politics of Europe. She was one of 8 children, each of whom played a significant role in European history. Her siblings included Wilhelm II, the last German emperor and king of Prussia, who was a key player during World War I. Sophia's early life was marked by a rigorous educational regime, a common practice among European royalty. Her education, overseen by the Prussian royal household, was designed to prepare her for a role on the European stage and the complex world of European politics and diplomacy, whether through marriage or royal duties. This included a focus on languages, history and political science, as well as etiquette and social graces. Her mother Victoria was particularly influential in her upbringing. She instilled in her the values of the British Victorian era, which emphasised moral rigour and a sense of duty. These values would later influence Sophia's approach to her roles as queen and philanthropist. Sophia was born during a period of significant political changes in Europe. These events shaped her life and role and influenced the political and social dynamics of the time. The alliances and the tensions between the great powers of Europe profoundly influenced her future, particularly during the turbulent years of World War I and its aftermath, underscoring the historical content of her life and the impact of these events on her role as Queen Consort. As a member of 2 significant royal lineages, Sophia's life remains of interest to historians and those studying dynastic politics, the impact on modern European history. Princess Sophia's birth and family background placed her in a unique position to influence and witness the significant events of her time. Princess Sophia of Prussia's marriage to King Constantine I of Greece was a union of 2 individuals and a significant diplomatic alliance that reflected the intricate web of European royal family connections. Sophia married Constantine on October 27, 1889 in Athens, Greece. The wedding was a grand affair that celebrated the union of 2 of Europe's most prestigious royal houses. Sophia, raised in a Protestant household, had to convert to Greek orthodoxy before her marriage, essential for her acceptance into Greek society and her role as a future queen consort. This conversion was a significant personal and public gesture that reflected the deep religious and cultural integrations required by royal marriages of the time. Sophia's German heritage and close ties with the German imperial family initially made her a popular figure in Greece, where Germany was well regarded. However, these sentiments shifted dramatically with the onset of World War I, when her sympathy towards Germany clashed with the pro-Allied sentiments of much of the Greek populace and political elite. This shift in public opinion, combined with the political and social divisions within Greece, posed a significant challenge to Sophia and her role as a queen, and it was a challenge that she was not always able to overcome. As Queen Consort, Sophia was not only involved in ceremonial and diplomatic functions, but also made significant contributions to Greece's social and cultural life. She initiated and led several philanthropic projects focusing on education, healthcare and social welfare. These projects included the establishment of schools, hospitals and orphanages and the promotion of women's rights and welfare. Her philanthropic work was a testament to her commitment to the well-being of the Greek people. But Sophia's influence within the Greek royal family and her pro-German stance had significant political implications. Some saw her presence as a German influence on Greek politics, a contentious issue during these turbulent periods, leading to further divisions and conflicts within Greek society. Princess Sophia of Prussia and King Constantine I of Greece had 6 children together, each of whom played a significant role in Greece's history, royal lineage, and other European monarchies. Their children were not just passive observers of history, but active participants. Their lives were intertwined with the political and social events of their time, and their actions and decisions had far-reaching consequences. Yet her children aside, World War I significantly impacted Sophia's life and role as Queen Consort of Greece. This period placed her in a precarious position due to her German origins and the complex political situation in the country. At the outbreak of the war, Greece was officially neutral. However, Constantine and Sophia herself had strong personal and family ties to Germany. King Constantine was trained in the German military and closely connected to the German Emperor Wilhelm II, Sophia's brother. These connections made their neutrality suspect to the Greek public and the Allied powers. Sophia's pro-German stance during World War I contributed to the national schism in Greece, a deep division between the royalists who supported King Constantine and favoured neutrality, or siding with the Central Powers. This complex political landscape divided the country politically and socially, leading to a significant internal conflict and instability. The pressure from the Allies, especially after their military intervention in 1917, forced King Constantine to abdicate the throne. He and Sophia went into exile while their second son, Alexander, ascended the throne. The abdication and subsequent exile were personal blows to Sophia, affecting her role and status, yet she demonstrated remarkable resilience and adaptability, navigating the challenges of maintaining an everyday family life while being cut off from the power and influence she once wielded in Greece. Sophia's return to Greece in 1920, following King Alexander's sudden death from a monkey bite, was a moment of great significance. However, the political and social climate remained volatile, setting the stage for further dramatic events in the monarchy's history. Sophia's German connections continued to colour perceptions of her and the royal family, influencing the future of the monarchy and its eventual permanent abolition after World War II. Princess Sophia of Prussia experienced multiple periods of exile as Queen Consort of Greece, profoundly impacting her life and Greek politics. The family initially moved to Switzerland, living in relative isolation compared to their previous royal lifestyle. However, their return was short-lived. Greece had widespread unrest and political instability following significant military failures in the Asia Minor campaign against Turkey. This catastrophic defeat in the Greco-Turkish War led to the population exchange between Greece and Turkey and a vehement backlash against the monarchy. In 1922, the royal family was again forced into exile after a military revolt. This time Sophia and Constantine moved to Italy, where they lived under the hospitality of the Italian government. Exile was a significant personal trial for Sophia, affecting her family life and her role as a queen. It sometimes separated her from her children and the nation she served as queen. These exiles were not just personal misfortunes, but were also pivotal events that shaped the path of the Greek monarchy and its eventual abolition. By the early 1930s, Greece had experienced a decade of republican rule following the abolition of the monarchy in 1924. However, political instability, economic difficulties, and dissatisfaction with the government led to growing sentiment among specific segments of the Greek population and military, favouring the restoration of the monarchy. In April 1935, a referendum officially restored the monarchy. The military and conservative forces within Greece widely supported the referendum, though allegations of irregularities and coercion had marred it. Plagued by the turmoil in Greece and suffering from arteriosclerosis, Constantine I fell into a profound depression, often spending hours in silence, staring blankly. This situation heightened Queen Sophia's already significant anxiety, exasperated by concerns for George II and other royal family members in Greece. Consequently, Sophia and her husband decided to leave Sicily for Florence. Tragically, Constantine I passed away from a brain hemorrhage on January 11th, 1923, just before their planned departure, leaving Sophia even more isolated. Following her husband's death, Sophia sought to bring his remains back to Tatoi for burial, but the Greek government denied her request, with George II powerless to intervene. The new king's situation became increasingly untenable, and he too went into exile in Romania just months after his father's death on December 19, 1923. George eventually relocated to the United Kingdom, where he had many extended family members and friends. On September 16, 1930, he was initiated into Freemasonry in London, and by 1933, he became the Venerable Master of Wellwood Lodge. Following Sophia's death in 1932, George decided to permanently move from Bucharest, leaving his wife to settle in London. Accompanied by his squire and a servant, he rented a modest two-room suite at Brown's Hotel in Mayfair. Struggling with her health for many years, Sophia's condition worsened in 1930, prompting her to seek treatment at a hospital in Frankfurt. She briefly recovered by December and used her regained strength to travel to Great Britain, Bavaria and Venice in 1931. However, her health declined again by September, leading to her return to Frankfurt for surgery. It was then that doctors diagnosed her with advanced cancer, giving her only a few weeks to live. After celebrating the new year of 1932, Sophia gradually ceased eating and her condition quickly deteriorated. She passed away on January 13, 1932, in the hospital, surrounded by her children. Sophia's remains were initially taken to Friedrichshof Castle to lie in peace, before being moved to the Russian church in Florence, where she was interred next to her husband and mother-in-law. Her remains stayed there until 1935, when George II, restored to the Greek throne, arranged for the repatriation of family members who had died in exile. In November 1936, a significant religious ceremony reunited the surviving royal family members for 6 days, culminating in Sophia's reburial at the Royal Burial Ground at Tatoi Palace, where she remains to this day. Princess Sophia of Prussia's legacy is complex and multifaceted, reflecting her varied roles as a queen consort, mother, and humanitarian. Sophia's marriage to Greek royalty served as a bridge between German and Greek cultures, reflecting broader European royal dynamics. Despite the controversies surrounding her German connections, her tenure helped shape the Greek monarchy's image domestically and internationally. Her times as queen were marked by significant political and social upheavals, which tested the resilience and adaptability of the kingdom. Her experiences of exile and return contributed to a deeper understanding of the vulnerabilities of European monarchies in modern politics. Sophia's extensive work in improving healthcare infrastructure and her involvement in social welfare have left lasting impacts on Greek society. Hospitals and institutions she helped establish or improve continued to serve the Greek public long after her death. Sophia's conversion to Greek Orthodoxy and devout life had a lasting religious impact. They reinforced the bond between the monarchy and the Greek Orthodox Church, central to Greek identity and national life. Through her active engagement in Greek society and her support for the arts and education, Sophia helped foster a sense of national pride and cultural identity, contributing to Greece's cultural enrichment. Through their roles and marriages, Sophia's children continued to influence Greek and European royal affairs. Their positions from kings to consorts in other countries are a testament to her legacy as the mother of a new generation of leaders. Her descendants have played significant roles in the history of Greece and other nations, perpetuating her influence across generations. Princess Sophia's legacy blends personal virtues with the unavoidable challenges of her political environment. Her life illustrates the potential for a royal figure to influence national culture, welfare, and even international perceptions, balanced against the inherent difficulties of navigating a politically tumultuous era.